the major mistake that you can make is not sparking any tension while you're texting a girl. And these are guys who, hey, maybe you got a lot of chemistry with girls when you see them in person or when you get their phone number, but when you go to text them, it doesn't quite seem to be the same energy. She's not giving you the same responsiveness. It kind of throws you off. Maybe you overestimated her interest in you when you saw her. No, it's because she still hasn't formed or solidified her phone texting version of you, impression of you in her head. And so for that reason, you still have to keep her attracted with that version of you too, because attraction is not like like people always talk about the pursuit of happiness. Like, I want to be happy. Happiness is a fucking mood. All right. I was happy this morning when I was drinking my morning coffee and I looked at myself in the mirror and saw that how well these sweats fit me. I thought I was being lazy today, but in reality, I put on some fitted sweats and I look like I'm like street casual, you know? And so that's a happy mood. But then when my notification said, hey, bill came up and it said, hey, your credit card bill is due today, I was like, oh shit, I'm not as happy anymore, right? So just like happiness is a mood, it's not a destination that you reach. It's not like one day she will realize she's attracted to you and now you've fucking made it. It doesn't work like that, right? And I think that's the major mistake that a lot of people who are super bought into the Hollywood narrative, I know I used to be like that too, which is they used to think like, okay, if I just put in my fucking work with this chick and I start talking to her and we're familiar with each other and we get to know each other and she starts to connect with me a lot, then maybe she'll start to like me. And when she starts to like me, maybe that like will turn into attraction. And you kind of imagine this like far off yet somewhat close day where maybe she'll realize she's attracted to you. It's not a destination, right? So you still have to attract her on the texting side of things is the moral of the story here. And so the way I like to do this and the way I recommend you doing it is when we talk about in terms of attraction, especially on this channel, especially in my book, which is the book on how to attract women, I like to mix up the 3 core modalities. And I call it these because when you're texting a girl, it's like that old school video game, Pokemon Stadium. Did you ever used to play Pokemon Stadium?
No. Is that the one where they were just straight up like, it was like a Smash Bros?
Kinda, but just like the Game Boy game. Did you ever play that? It's like the Pokemon, you have a Pokemon, I have a Pokemon, and you have 4 options of the move you can choose and you alternate going, right? And so Pokemon Stadium was like the 3D version where when video games started getting advanced, so they had a Pokemon floating here and a Pokemon floating here, but it was basically the same thing. You battle each other. Anyways, I literally imagine the Pokemon Stadium arena when I'm texting a girl. I'm on this end and she's on that end, and we got like 4 moves. That's it. You got like 4 moves because there's less senses. And obviously, if you got 4 moves, what moves am I going to try to do? Am I going to try to do the ones, especially early on in the dating process, am I going to try to do the fucking moves out of my 4 where it's like connect with her, make her feel like I fucking love this chick like most guys do, or just like how I text a friend? No. So what I recommend is do the attraction moves, the one that you know is going to get attraction, and I mix up the 3 core modalities. So these are my 3 moves in the fucking frame battle that is texting. So disqualify, tease, accuse. That's it. I disqualify. I'm always just either disqualifying her, teasing her about something she said, or accusing her of making me like her, accusing her of stalking me, whatever it is. Disqualify, tease, accuse. If pretty much most of your conversations, especially early on, especially if you haven't gone on a date or 2 dates with this girl, within that conversation, there's not a heavy banter type of interaction where you're disqualifying her, teasing her, accusing her, you got room for improvement on how to attract women when you're texting girls. All right. So, but if you've kind of already been into raw dating advice for a little bit, you have a good feel for this. And so one little mind hack, I'm really big about like going into character. And I used to realize this. I think this is the fix for any guy who doesn't think like, if I have a scripted thing to say, it won't work. Because I used to take like acting classes. I wanted to be an actor when I was younger. Because that's a whole other side of my life. But I was like in one play and I fucking loved it. And then my buddy started taking acting classes. And I was like, yo, I want to take acting classes too. And I remember they would have us like memorize these monologues. And I'm like a 12-year-old kid, right? We would memorize a monologue and then we'd say it. And then we'd have a coach like teach us how to improve. And I was so bad at like reciting the lines as a kid. I was so bad when I had to memorize it because I didn't realize, oh, I have to recite it, but also I have to act at the same time. I would just fucking deadpan like, okay, so yeah, and then this happened, and but maybe that's like a character that I could have like built up, but it wasn't working. But for some reason, I really enjoyed the improv exercises that we did. When we did improv and it's like, you pretend this and then you pretend this, go. Now it's like, I'm not just reciting something I memorized. I might have some of those same lines, but now I'm in character, you know, and I think a lot of guys, that's the fix here. And so this is a kind of a brain hack where if you're not sparking enough tension in your conversations, just ask yourself, how is what she said here evidence that she's trying to seduce me? How is this evidence that this girl is trying to pick me up right now? And then just go from there in a lot of the ways that we teach on this channel, especially in the ways that I teach in my book, 107 Proven Ways to Get the Girl, how to get the girl now.com is free. All right. So that's the first mistake. You start sparking more attention in your texting interactions with girls, especially early on in the dating process. Does that make sense, Chris?
Did you enjoy this raw dating advice clip? If so, then I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel right now and check out the full episode. Link is in the description. And if you want to get my best-selling book, 107 Proven Ways to Get the Girl, that's going to give you literally 107 different ways to attract women, then you can pick up this book right now. It's currently free. It's at howtogetthegirlnow.com. All I ask is that you help cover the small shipping and handling costs, and we'll ship a book just like this to you anywhere in the world. And also, if you want information on any other products or programs that we offer on Raw Dating Advice, then check out the description box below.